Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. People, something I noticed the other day, Joe Biden looks like shit. No, I thought maybe he would sound a little bit different after it was all said and done, after the election. I thought that since he thinks he won the election, that might put a little pep in his step. But it didn't. He still sounds like the same senile mushmouth. Hey, where am I? This isn't the mall. He sounds like that same guy. If Biden wins, how is that going to instill confidence in the American people on the international stage? And how is that going to instill confidence in the rest of the world on the international stage? Because again, it's not just us. There are a lot of economies and countries who are dependent on the success of America. Now, if Biden, this pervertus, gets in the White House, is he going to completely undo the fabric of America? No. I don't think those leftist, psycho-socialist pieces of shit are that strong, but they'll do a hell of a lot of damage. That's for sure. It may be on life support when they're done. But I was thinking about that, like, how is the rest of the world? And again, I don't think we should put a lot of stock in what the rest of the world thinks, but their confidence in us is important. That could affect our economy, their economy. It is important for the lead dog to present confidence to the rest of the pack. The rest of the pack being the rest of the world in this scenario. I mean, the rest of the world, the rest of the country, those who didn't vote for this dummy, are just going to sit back and laugh and cry at the same time. We call that craft. The rest of the country that didn't vote for him and the rest of the world is going to cry and laugh at the same time. Because it's crazy. And nothing against old people. But every old person is like, that's what this fool is. He looks like a scared old man up there. He looks too damn old to be our president. But hopefully, he will not be, because it is still not over. Florida. It's funny, Florida used to be the butt of jokes. And maybe they still are, but to a much lesser extent. Florida is creating a track record of getting it right. They nailed it in the election. Now they're nailing it again with what Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, calls his anti-mob legislation. I'll put a link in the description box to an article about this. But basically, it is expanding the stand your ground law that they have, and it's expanding it to looters. So if people are looting your business, looting and destroying it, which are one and the same, then they have the right, under certain circumstances, to shoot, to protect themselves and their livelihood. Now, my only question is, why do we need a special set of laws to make this so? Shouldn't it be like that across the country? If you're destroying my livelihood and or my property, and you're presenting a threat to me and mines, then I should be able to shoot you and kill you and stop you from doing those things. Why do we need a special set of legislation for that? So, of course, what are they saying about it? They're saying that this can further fuel racial injustices and fuel racial unrest in America. Well, how is that? Well, I mean, I know how it could be. I guess it would only fuel racial unrest if the two sides of the situation were of different races, say white and black. Because what they're saying is the people doing the shooting are going to be one race, white, and the shootees are going to be another race, black. That's what you're saying. So you're saying that black people are the only ones involved in riots, and that the only people who have property to protect are white people. Is that what you're saying? See, the same stuff you're trying to screw us with, you're going to end up screwing yourself with. Us, meaning sane, civil-minded citizens who don't see this as a problem. All we see is property owner, property destroyer. That's all we see. That's all we should see as a people. But again, those standing on their rickety soapbox, blaming everybody else, saying everybody else is racist, have the hoods on themselves. Because what you're saying is black people loot, white people shoot black people. That's what you're saying. But on the other side of your disgusting cocksucker, you're telling us, we want unity, stop racial injustice. Well, stop perpetuating it. You're the one sitting here being racist. I say, who cares? Have all the strict laws you want on looters. I'm not a looter. Those don't apply to me. When I see a Midol commercial, I skip past it. I don't have a period. If they came out and said every day at 3 o'clock, every person over 7 feet tall is going to get held down and punched in their nuts. Come 3 o'clock, I'm not worried. Why? I'm not over 7 feet tall. Shooting a looter. Well, that's not right. I don't care. I'm not a looter. So I don't have to worry about that. If you loot, they shoot. Make sense? You've seen what happens. Now how, again, down this complicated rabbit hole, this twisted webs of the way they think of liberalism, the new version. Liberalism used to be good. The far left, how about that? The left. I'll say them. But judging by what they think and how they think things are, I can't understand how you would come out of this any other way than looking like a racist. Because only racist people would think that race should be involved in this at all. It's simple. My property, you're trying to destroy it. But by your logic, by your crazy leftist logic, how can looters be shot when they're not looters, they're peaceful protesters? Because if you juxtapose, one of my favorite words, a looter next to a peaceful protester, it should be very easy to tell those people apart. But judging by the images the mainstream mediocres are showing us, remember the clip of the guy doing the news story? This is mostly peaceful as things are burning behind him. You're telling me looters are protesters, that they're one and the same, but that can't be. Because if you own a business or property and you see peaceful protesters walking by, chanting something, singing something, holding signs, but in an orderly group, not posing a threat to anyone, not aggressive in the least. Remember that word peaceful? But rioters, they don't come in peace. Hence the word riot, chaos, destruction. That's easy to spot from a mile away. People weren't boarding up their businesses on election day because of peaceful protesters. They were boarding up their businesses because of the type of people who will be shot under this kind of law. And you deserve it. When you make people feel unsafe in their homes, in their place of business, in their place of work, the shit ain't right. You need to be punished. So if you're coming to loot and destroy, you could take the chance of having your lead content go up. Not my problem, because I don't loot. But what I will do is go home to my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.